Uke and Tubesox, just chatting away on what were we saying? Hey, hey, hey. Two have cats with nothing to say. It's a groovy good time, so listen away. What were we saying?
What we saying was filmed before a live studio audience.
Yeah. Just as good as last time.
Just as good. Good evening.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Good morning, whenever you're checking us out. This is What Were We Saying? That
Is Big Uke. This guy.
Tubesox.
Woo!
There we are. Welcome to What We Were Saying, episode number
11.
11.
1-1.
That's solid.
That
That's
comes
all
right
right.
after 10.
Oh my goodness. Thanks for joining us here.
What a time to be alive.
Obviously, you now know who we are because we just introduced ourselves, and hopefully you already knew who we were, which means that you've been watching and paying attention. Behind the camera, Edgar, the Chairman Lassiter.
We still don't know why.
And we still haven't called him that, but we allow him to call himself that because he's free to call himself whatever he wants.
I mean, yeah, true. We're just going to judge him for it.
Not gonna stop him. Playing us in and playing us out, Harold Winthrop and the Silver Ashtray Orchestra. They are watching us live on tape delay from their rooming house on the east side of sunny downtown.
We don't let them in the studio anymore.
They've made their 7-Eleven grocery run for the night, and they're settling in to watch the show, so good for them. They still do good work. We haven't
Great work.
obviously called on them again to record anything new, but, you know,
Still them.
they're ready. They're ready to go if we need them. Oh, my goodness. We're coming to you from the 5th floor of
Blunderwork Studios, sunny downtown.
sunny downtown. Can see the sun's in my eyes a little bit right now. It's so sunny.
You got to get blinds.
Oh, my goodness.
Edgar, this week, can you get some blinds?
Please, look into that. What are we saying today, Uke?
Well, this is episode 11.
This is episode
Which
11.
means we just finished episode 10 last week, which seems like a good, a big milestone.
You know, all the bigwigs in the podcast world said we'd never get past episode 3. We showed them. We showed them.
Sure did. That was fun. Episode 10 was a good one. We had introduced a new segment.
New segment. That was fun. It's always good to get new segments.
That was electric, if you ask me.
Peppering in a few more. Now
Plus,
that
because I didn't fail. So
You did pass 4 to 6.
woo!
It's pretty decent.
That's like almost good.
pretty decent.
Pretty good. I wasn't dumb last week. That's for damn sure.
We learned about camel beauty pageants last week. That's
And
something I never thought I'd learn about.
The controversy that surrounds them. I mean, for millions of dollars on the line, I'd beautify my camel too. You ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Right?
You know?
Exactly.
You never know what you're going to get with this show.
I do appreciate that we did get a message from one of our viewers who sent a picture of his significant other who is currently in a part of the world that has camels, and we were sent a picture of the said woman with a camel, confirming that there had been no alterations made to this camel.
That was an all-natural camel.
So I really appreciate it. I'd like to think maybe we're changing the world one
camel at a time.
one dumb story at a time.
Oh,
That's where I
that
was
makes
going
more
with that.
sense.
Yeah, we're
Well, that
not
was
doing
fun.
anything to camels. We're just creating awareness.
We definitely aren't. Not anymore.
No.
We'll stop there.
You. Well, let's get right into it. You got anything dumb
Yeah.
this week there, Uke?
I do. It's kind of dumb adjacent because, in my opinion, I think it's dumb in the best way possible.
I know some people that I would consider to be dumb adjacent.
I think I know a couple of those people too. Well, this person's not dumb.
Okay, good.
This didn't happen to me, but it happened to a buddy of mine. I'm giving him a bit of a shout out here. It was a great commitment to this bit. My buddy Logan lost his fantasy baseball last season, and his punishment, fantasy punishments,
Yes.
some of them are
I've
hilarious.
seen signs and stuff out in public.
Yeah, and so
billboards
his
and-
punishment was he had to spend 24 hours in a Denny's,
Oh my.
and every pancake he ate knocked an hour off his time. So obviously
Wow.
you got to try to eat some pancakes. You don't want
Right,
to sit in Denny's
yeah.
all day. And he live streamed the whole day.
Wow. How many? Well, I'll let you finish the story, but I'm very curious.
And I've seen this online of people doing this Denny's thing.
I've never heard of this before.
I've never known someone who's done it. And certainly never watched someone do it. So it was a great way to spend my Sunday, is watching his live stream of him suffering through pancakes all day. He got there at 9 in the morning. He ended up eating 14 throughout the day. And a Denny's pancake ain't small.
It's a solid cake.
So he ended up having to spend 10 hours at a Denny's, though, still. But it could have been 24. But he ate 14.
Wow.
And there was a couple times where...
I don't think I could eat 14 Denny's pancakes. That's...
Not in 10 hours.
No.
I don't think I could do it. But he was committed to the bit.
The first few go down pretty quick, I'd imagine.
Well, yeah. Then you get to like
2 or 3.
Pancake 4 or 5, and it's like, ooh, struggling.
So how many did you have? 14?
So he ended up eating 14.
Wow.
So I just think that...
These aren't McDonald's hotcakes. These are pancakes.
Big pancakes.
These are flapjacks.
Yeah. 10 hours at a Denny's, though.
Jesus.
I don't think I've been 10 hours anywhere. Except
Get some real people watching in at 10 hours.
I think also people start watching you.
That's a bad movie right there.
The people
10
that
hours in Denny's.
started working at 8 and you're still there 12
Watch
hours
out
later.
for the guy sitting in table 12 there. He's fighting through some flapjacks right now. And for some reason he's filming himself.
And talking to his phone.
There's a camera on the table.
But it was a perfect way to spend a Sunday. Check in every couple hours, see what the number was at. Watch him slowly go into a state of despair on the fact that he wasn't done yet.
I think that would be great if, I'm assuming that he would have told them of the bit.
I do believe he'd had some people come in with him.
But my goodness, that would be amazing if he said nothing and the waitress or waiter just keep coming over. How you doing? Oh, I'm good, thanks.
Yeah. And
just your bill? No, I'll
get 2 more pancakes, please.
I'll get 2 more pancakes. Come back in a bit. Can I top up your coffee? Yeah. Damn it. Just the bill then? I'll have another. Can you bring me another flapjack, please?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I think that would have been
amazing
just as funny
if they were not in on it.
And then they just kick you out. And
Right.
It's like, well, shit, I got to start again. But I do believe they did inform a couple people that what was going on so that they didn't think he was just a crazy person. But yeah, shout out Logan because that was hilarious.
Oh, my goodness.
So like I said, dumb adjacent because the whole thing was,
It's dumb.
I think, hilarious.
It is pretty funny.
What about you?
Well, I got a couple things that are dumb. The first one is actually kind of sad.
Oh.
I don't mean to, bring down the mood.
Edgar's already crying.
One of my favorite bands of all time, The Dictators. I was listening to them mention a playlist just a few weeks ago. They had some new music, and I put it on that playlist. Well, just a few days ago, Ross the Boss, Guitars for the Dictators, died.
Well, shit.
So that's dumb.
I see how you spun that.
Yes, that's dumb because they also just got back together about a year and a half ago and started making some new music. And one of my favorite punk rock bands come out of New York City in the 70s.
Death is dumb.
And Ross the Boss is...
Sick nickname.
Right? Pretty solid.
Like, how do you... Yeah, it's good.
Anyway, so that's dumb. And a little sad. And but apart from that, I have another dumb thing that I experienced this week.
What'd you get in the drive-thru this time?
Well, no, I was...
Does Jesus
I was down south, north of Montana.
South
of Red Deer.
South of Red Deer.
West of the Mississippi.
East of Tacoma.
East of Crow's Nest Pass. And I was at this pub having a pint, as one does. And they've got billiard tables there, pool tables there. And there was this group of 4 guys playing pool. And it was clear that they had just met. There was a couple and a couple. And they just kind of, chit-chatting. And they're like, because it's free pool on Mondays at this place. So he was like, hey, you guys want to have a game? And I was sitting about, I don't know, a couple meters from these guys so I could hear their conversations. And they were a real Island of Misfit Toys kind of crew. It was like this 70-year-old guy and this 50-year-old guy and a 22-year-old guy. It was just random. And one guy had those big plugs in his ears, but he was like 60 years old. Like those big
commitment.
It was, anyways, and just the way they talked was really interesting.
Hipster.
And
they were adulting real hard.
What's the dumb part came when my ears perked up when I heard them discussing. They were setting up and rack them up, and the one guy says to the other guy that he did not know, "Okay, why don't you break?" And he says, "I don't break." And then the other guy in this party says to that same guy, "All right, you gonna break?" I guess he didn't hear the first conversation. And this guy grits his teeth and says, "I said I don't break." And that's when I kind of perked up like,
oh boy, now we're going to get in a fight.
Is shit going down over here? What's happening? Oh my goodness. And they ended up having what appeared to be a gentlemanly game of, or two of billiards, but That was a very peculiar. He was very angry about being asked if he wanted to break twice.
You gotta have played a lot of pool in your days to get angry over someone asking you to break.
And he
then
like
twice.
Like it was grit his teeth, and it was like low, like holy shit's going down because he was asked to break when he already said he didn't want to. I don't know. I'm not a pool guy, so I don't know.
You get the loud noise and hope for the best. It's fun.
I don't know if that's a thing that.
Is that like insulting to billiards players if you're asked to break?
And if you're asked to break a second time, does that set you off?
Is that? Huh. Mm-hmm. I mean, not gonna lie, that's pretty dumb.
It was pretty dumb, and I've never encountered that. Maybe I need to go there more often and just get in the world so I can understand better.
Understand the ins and outs of billiards, but not on the table.
Just the social aspect and when you're these pickup games.
Oh, you should go, and if that guy's there again, ask him to break. Yeah. I think moral of the story there is people north of Wyoming and south of Red Deer, east of Tacoma are dinks.
East of Crow's Nest, I believe.
East of Crow's Nest, sorry.
Yes. Well, it opens up, really narrows it down.
If you know, you know. Because you've read a map.
Wow. So that was dumb this week.
Let's get on to something that's not dumb. How about we do that?
All right.
I think you've got something that's not dumb.
I do have a top 10 list.
Those are never dumb. Buckle in, folks.
And now this top 10 list...
I don't even know where you're going to go with this.
Well, here's the thing. It's inspired by... There's always an inspiration, right? A few weeks ago, when we were out and about town... And we both had a fun time. We had a fun time together. We had a fun time on our own. The whole weekend was a bunch of fun.
Woo!
This top 10 list...
Oh, boy.
Is top 10 things that instantly ruin a good time.
This is very Tubesox-esque.
So...
Oh, I can't wait to agree with all of these.
Here we go. Number 10. The Uber that's way too quiet. You get in, everyone's feeling good, and the driver just silently judging your existence. No music, just vibes and tension.
Especially on the way to an event.
Right?
Like the first Uber.
Yes.
It's like the Uber ride on the way home, I don't really care if that's quiet.
No, just...
The Uber there when you're vibing, you've had a few pre-drinks maybe, you're going to the bar, or you're bouncing between bars.
Brings you down.
Ugh. Gross. Bring me down, Bruce.
Number 9. The sudden bill autopsy. Everything's Jake until the bill arrives, and suddenly everyone becomes a forensic accountant.
There's always one.
Yes.
Or someone who...
What? No, dropped a little old-timey slang in there.
Oh, I thought you said I dropped a card.
No.
I'm like, no, I haven't. I've been good today. There's always someone who like, oh, I only had 3 rum and cokes, and there's 4 on my bill.
I didn't order extra guac.
Yeah. Just pay your damn bill.
Number 8. Running into someone you half know.
Oh, man, I've done that so many times.
Not close enough to be comfortable, not distant enough to ignore. Now you're stuck in a conversation built entirely on guesses.
And it's usually like when you're at the bar waiting for a drink. If you're like trying to get their attention.
Oh, hey, you?
And yeah, you know them, but you forget their name. That's the biggest one.
Everything with you. And your children? Yeah.
At least the only good part about that is when they respond to your questions in the same sort of guessy way. It's like, we
good.
both don't know what's going on. I'm going to take my drink and go now. Have a good night.
This was good.
See you soon. We should get together.
Number 7. The let's take a group photo person.
I like group
Right
photos.
when everything's flowing, drinks are in hand, conversation's rolling, someone decides it's time to stage a full production. Now you're lining up, adjusting, retaking, switching angles. Nobody knows where to look.
I mean, there's time and place for a group photo, for sure.
And that's always the picture that gets posted is the one that you're not looking in the right place.
Usually. But I definitely a proponent of taking more photos, so photos are the memories you remember.
It's the memories you remember. Number 6. The we should totally do this more often conversation.
Oh, yeah, every time.
It always shows up mid-peak like you've discovered something profound. You haven't.
You have not.
You're just having a good time.
It's like, oh, yeah, let's do this again for sure. And then you don't talk to that person for 6 weeks.
Number 5. Somebody brings up work.
Yeah, more often than not, that's no bueno.
Nothing kills a buzz faster than, so what's going on at work these days? I left work physically and emotionally, and now somehow you've brought it here.
Like, that question is only acceptable if you're like the first 2 of like 12 people to show up somewhere, and you're just trying to kill the time before someone else shows up. Because usually you're an hour removed from work. So It's the, oh, hey, how was your day? How was work been?
How
And
was
then
your
someone
day?
else
Fine.
comes in, and you're like, perfect, a buffer.
But you know the ones, the
yes.
deep in the night, and then it's the
Yeah,
guy who wants to talk about work. What
you've
are you
had
doing?
4 kamikaze shots, and you don't want to talk about anything with work.
Number 4, the early fade announcement. Hey guys, I might head out soon. Oh cool, so now countdown started, and no one can relax anymore. Nothing ends a night faster than someone pre-ending it early on.
That's why you got to be like the Irish. Just leave.
Just you don't announce it.
That's why they created their goodbye.
You just slide out.
Like a good friend of ours from most
Yes,
events.
yes.
Like a fart in the wind. Just go away.
I think you'll know someone like this. Number 3, the one guy who gets way too drunk way too fast. Everyone's pacing themselves, and this guy's already in a different dimension. Now you're stuck managing a situation instead of enjoying one.
Oh, yeah, we all know a guy like that.
Whoa.
If you know, you
maybe
know.
3, but one
Know a
is
few
specific.
for sure. We know a few for sure. Yeah, huh?
Oh, boy. Number 2, the sudden mood shift. Everything's rolling, then someone drops something way too real. We were all having fun. Why are we in a life seminar now?
Oh, yeah.
That kind of actually coincides with number 3 a little bit.
It really
way too drunk guy.
does. Because
All
it's
of a sudden
usually
you start hearing
way
about
too
his
drunk
divorce
guy.
or about his layoff or how his
dog
kid hates
sick.
him or something, or
Oh, yeah.
just
Usually those two go hand in
they
hand.
do. They are very closely related.
Yeah. Those.
It's no good. No one needs that.
Nah, we don't need that. Number 1, eh?
And the number one thing that instantly ruins a good time, realizing you've peaked too early.
Oh.
You've hit your absolute stride, but it's 8:42.
The self-realization, too.
Now you're just maintaining the illusion for 3 hours. God, that's rough.
Yeah, because now
We've
you're
all had those nights too.
in your own head
And
about
it's
how
just-
no, I can't stop drinking because then I'll be too bummery by the end of it.
And you don't want
I
to
can't
be
keep going.
and you don't want to be early announcement, early fade guy.
No, you can never be early fate. You can't be the first one to leave.
No.
Let someone else do that. Yeah, that's a good list. Because I can think of one person for all of those. Some of them are the same person.
Everyone probably has a person for each one of those items.
I think you all do.
Well, now we're going to move into another news segment.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
But first, allow me to read a liner from
Ooh, a teaser.
return sponsor.
Love a returner.
I think this is the third time they've sponsored our show, the Reliable Continental Co.
Whoop, whoop.
Some things don't really fit into a category. That's where Reliable Continental Co. comes in. Locally based and serving the entire region, they specialize in scalable solutions for situations that don't always have a clear starting point or a clear explanation. You don't need to have all the details. Honestly, it's better that you don't. What matters is that it gets addressed.
The addressing is important.
Their team provides discreet, friendly service with just the right amount of follow-through, no fuss, no unnecessary questions, no lingering loose ends. Reliable Continental Co. Whatever it is, it won't be for long.
Always good to know company.
Okay, so what can you tell us about this segment, you?
This
You wanna
segment.
set her up?
This segment here is one that was born from the past and the present and the future.
It's close to my heart. I love this kind of stuff.
We're calling this segment The Future That Wasn't. And so the whole, I guess, idea behind this is to take a bit of a deep dive into the past and see what they thought the future would be.
We'll dive into articles from like Popular Mechanics and Popular Science and the
Stuff from 75 years ago talking about roughly today.
turn of the century predictions that really haven't quite materialized yet.
Or been even close. I think this will...
This is just a fun little thing. We got a couple each here of some things that we'd like to share of the utopian time that they dreamed of in the 1940s and 50s.
back when things
How
were...
our time would be. So you wanna lead one off there?
I can.
Uke?
So the title of this one here is Helicopters, the Family Car of Tomorrow.
That's the dream.
In the late 1940s and early 1950s, Popular Mechanics confidently predicted that suburban driveways would soon be replaced by personal helipads. The vision was simple. Dad would commute by air, skipping traffic entirely, and while compact, easy-to-fly helicopters would be as common and as affordable as a family sedan. Some articles even suggested standardized air lanes above cities, complete with airborne traffic control. The reality, of course, ran into small issues: cost, noise, safety, and I think this is a big one here: the average person not being remotely qualified to land on their own roof.
Well, if you've seen people in a roundabout,
We can't drive in circles.
or try to negotiate with a
You ever
trolley
hear of
car,
a zipper merge? Nope. Try doing that in a helicopter.
helicopters, what a horrible world that would be, where you've got 200 feet up in the air above the street, you've got these air lanes.
And at least, if there's a traffic collision on the road, the people underneath don't die.
Aren't dropping out of the sky.
Yeah.
Onto the traffic.
You crank a helicopter 1,000 feet above me. Well, when you land on me, I got no chance.
That's just amazingly optimistic.
Like
and
this just really...
not on a technological
Well,
part.
tech is
Well, the
not
tech is-
crazy
but
because the
just
tech's whatever.
the-
I would have loved to see the air traffic control, though, like in the sky.
Right.
Like, when we
The
got-
optimism of people's ability to operate these units.
I think this was right when they started using drugs
That's way too-
heavily.
they're way. They think people are way more talented and skilled than
Yeah,
they
when
are.
did they test meth on people?
Jeez.
I think right before this article was written.
Okay, well, I've got one, and the headline is "Dinner at the Push of a Button."
Ooh! Like
Mid-century publications such as Popular Science imagined kitchens transformed into sleek control centers where housewives, it was always housewives,
well, then it was.
could prepare full meals instantly using automated cooking machines or electronic ovens.
Well, if you want to stop there, electronic ovens.
That doesn't seem so crazy.
I could see that.
Some concepts went further, proposing food synthesized from basic compounds, essentially 3D printed meals.
Which,
The pitch was that cooking would become obsolete, replaced by precision technology. No more cooking.
precision in the 40s. Yeah, okay.
Also, what about just the enjoyment of meals?
Yeah, like
They-
sometimes half the fun is the doing it
The doing it, and also just and enjoying it,
and like making
and
it
not
an
just
event.
watch the. I guess the bit of that was in the Jetsons, right? Everything was like
I was
in
just gonna
pill
say,
form,
very
right?
Jetsons, just like boop.
Yeah, it's like they
What are you eating today? Ah, steak.
they skip over the whole enjoyment of preparation and
You think in the future
social
you'd have
interaction wasn't
more
important
time
in the future.
in the future, you'd have more time to do things because tech is better. You'd have more time to just cook and enjoy your time with your family versus like, I'm working this and doing this and doing this. It takes me so long to get here,
Yes.
get there. I don't have time to cook. Well,
Yeah,
we've totally reversed what we should have done here.
I think that actually leads into your next one. Is
It does quite
with this is just,
quite well here.
I love this.
The headline for this one: the 15-hour work week is just around the corner.
There it is. I can see it from here.
It's just right. Fueled by rapid industrial automation, experts in the 1950s widely believed that machines would soon take over the bulk of labor, slashing the average work week to as little as 15 to 20 hours. Articles painted a picture of leisure-rich society where
Leisure rich.
leisure-rich, not just rich, leisure-rich.
God.
Where the biggest challenge wouldn't be earning a living, it'd be figuring out how to spend all that free time.
God damn it, hey.
While productivity did skyrocket, the promised leisure revolution never quite materialized.
I don't feel that it has.
I think it's gotten farther away.
I'm not struggling to try and fill my leisure time with something to do.
I'm struggling to find leisure time.
I'm struggling to find leisure time.
Yeah, we kind of, again, we fucked this one up in reverse.
Oh my goodness.
Huh. I can understand why people, again, in the 50s would have thought this, because they were stupid.
Well, they were just optimistic.
No, that's stupid.
They were just very optimistic.
That's what's dumb
I
this
appreciate
week.
their optimism.
They had that work for us. You fly a helicopter yet?
Speaking of optimism, we'll go into the last item here. Electricity will be too cheap to meter.
Oh, what a time for this segment.
In the early atomic age, optimism, again with the optimism,
These optimists.
optimism around nuclear power bordered on utopian. Analysts and articles often echoed in outlets like Popular Mechanics claimed nuclear energy would become so abundant and inexpensive that utility companies wouldn't even bother charging for it.
I guess these guys didn't know about Chernobyl, huh?
Homes, cars, and entire cities would be run on virtually limitless power from compact reactors.
Look how everything's virtually limitless when they talk about the future.
Well,
We know there's a limit. We don't know what it is, though.
it's virtually.
And then the limit's like right there.
While nuclear energy did become a major power source, the reality brought high costs, complex infrastructure, and large safety concerns,
Weird.
making too cheap to meter one of the most famously overconfident predictions of the era. It's just like, you know what? Even if it was too cheap to meter, they still would meter it.
Well, yeah.
No, it's on us. Honestly, this is just fun to make.
Yeah, it's just fun for us to make it.
We just love making the power. We got all these guys on the
and paying people to make the
well,
power.
they're like 15-hour work weeks
Ah, that's true.
because it makes so much power that they.
Well, and you know, helicopter fuel.
You know when people
Aviation fuel right now is super cheap. So with the helicopters and the 15 work weeks,
when people say "What a time to be alive,"
that.
this whole thing is what a time to be alive.
Imagine being just that.
I'd love to be an
delusional.
editor of those magazines. Hey Campbell, I got an article. Here's what I think's gonna happen.
And then it's just craziest prediction. Oh,
I do appreciate their insane optimism.
well, emphasis on the insanity part there. Like,
But I mean,
I'm excited to dive more into those.
there was a lot of lead paint used in houses at the time too, so maybe that fueled a lot of it. Yeah, that's fun. I've always actually kind of dug that kind
Well,
of
and
stuff.
it's fun because it's like that's like your childhood, right?
Yes, that's.
How many of these articles did you
Yeah,
write?
actually, these are
you
just-
submitted these.
These were actually all my grade 5 papers that
You found these in your own homework.
Yeah, my old duotangs. Oh my goodness. Okay, well now we're
I bet
gonna.
Fergie wrote one of those.
Yes, absolutely, he did.
He's like, hey, I can't wait to fly a helicopter, Mama.
He hasn't held on to that optimism though.
No. If anyone's lost it,
Oh, buddy Ferg. Okay, so last week
love you, Ferg.
I assigned this man a movie to watch,
You did.
and that movie was Point Blank from 1967.
Oh, I thought you said Point Break.
Oh my God.
Nah, that would have been really funny though.
I actually watched the movie last night
Oh my God, so did I.
because I wanted it to be fresh.
We didn't watch it together because we're not that close yet.
No, and I was in that place north of Montana,
Oh yes,
east of
east of Crow's,
Crow's
Nest,
Nest, south of Red Deer.
west of the 5th.
Right. East of the 5th.
East of the 5th?
Yes, east of the 5th.
West of the 4th.
Yes. Oh. These cartographers in our...
Stupid maps.
Anyways, okay, so let's go. Let's talk about this movie.
Point Blank. Point Blank.
First straight impression, did you enjoy the movie?
I didn't hate it. I really didn't. It was like, it kept me engaged. It wasn't like boring.
It was certainly intriguing, wasn't it? I got some points to bring up at the end.
I don't know
to
if-
see if you saw it the same way.
I don't know if that's the word I would use. Intrigue.
You were certainly following his journey.
I was following something. Yeah, no, like when it, like, I liked this, like the premise, like the plot. I liked the twist at the end, if it's a twist, unless you picked up on it earlier, I guess.
Well, we can discuss that. What? So you talk about the character. So Walker,
I mean,
pretty awesome. Lee Marvin's pretty awesome. Pretty well done.
yeah, but I've also never seen a movie where a character doesn't smile once.
He's pretty stoic. He's pretty cold. He's pretty.
He's also a little freaking delusional a couple times, but
Just wanted his $93,000.
I just wanted his 93 grand, and like, okay, I'll give you that.
Mal, son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Mal Reese.
screw that guy. Basically, screw everybody else except for Walker.
And he takes that header off that penthouse.
Yeah, I did have a note about that.
I'll let you dive into your before I.
And like, so my notes aren't necessarily like plot points, more of just like as I was watching,
Observations and.
just observations.
Okay.
And it starts off real early. Just finish the job, kill him.
In which way?
When he shoots Walker,
Oh, I see. Okay, right at the
he
very
shoots
beginning.
him. He probably misses the first shot, hits him a second time. Put another one in him. You're
Talking
running off
about,
with his wife.
About Reese, yeah.
You're running off with his wife with the money he was supposed to split with you, and you're not even going to confirm that he's dead.
Interesting. Okay, yeah.
And then almost immediately after that, he swims off after being shot and climbing a barbed wire fence. What is happening here?
Plausibility comes into play.
Oh, goodness. Like, come on.
Well,
This isn't an island 5 meters offshore. This is Alcatraz, for Christ's sake. It's not easy to get off of.
Okay, I hear what you're putting down.
Yeah, so my exact line was, swims off, question mark, after being shot, question mark, yeah, ... Okay. The loud footsteps when he's
down that hallway?
Down that hallway.
That was
were
awesome.
Incredible.
That was a great shot, and how they echoed to the next scene where he was in the apartment, which was strangely gray.
Very gray.
And his suit, everything.
Everything.
But the footsteps kept
It wasn't
going
a black and white movie, but it was very dark. Or I guess not dark.
It made
color,
LA seem like a really cold, clinical place.
Big
right?
time. Just the gunshots in those movies always just make me laugh. Because the massive blue light and flash that comes out.
Okay, we got to get you. That's a you issue.
Oh, sure. That's not a movie. This movie specifically. It just always makes me giggle. But him just busting down the door, her not even really caring because she just like immediately knows it's him. And then she's like, whatever. He's just here to kill the guy I'm supposedly sleeping with. And he shoots the bed 6 times. It's very clear after maybe the second bullet, he's not there.
That in that apartment scene though, when the drop guy comes with the money,
Yeah.
and you have the doors like boarded shut and nailed shut.
Yeah, terrible because he has to like push it back in.
But here's the great thing. I don't know if you picked up on this one. He opens the door. He's on the inside. Opens the door, pulls the guys in, and then jams the door
into his
the
arm.
Nail,
It hits him.
Yeah.
Yes, I did notice that.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Then I love he slams the door and then like pushes the board in.
Yeah, well played.
But also like
Oh.
it's not really that secure because one kick and like your nails.
Yeah.
The
But I
slow
love-
motion replay of him coming through the door and her falling. Thought that was quite hilarious because it almost looks like they just moved in slow motion. They didn't slow down the tape.
Right.
The cat. Did we need the cat that immediately runs away? That whole scene, and that's where
In that apartment with all the perfume bottles and all that stuff. And
Also, there was not a bathtub under that shelf. If you look at how close he's standing to that shelf, and then you look down, there's a 2-foot wide bathtub, and this is where the delusion thing comes in. Because one, didn't expect that OD. Not gonna lie, didn't expect that. And then I put ... obvious delusion, because like the whole thing in that apartment it gets a little in his head a bit.
Yes.
And then I put, but actually though, like didn't expect that. I didn't expect her to just be dead.
And she was.
And she was. Though she wasn't delusional about that. But like, really? You're not even going to help him find this man who you also don't like now? Who's sleeping with your sister?
How about the sister? Angie Dickinson.
One thing
Chris.
about that
They
club.
could have given her a better name than Chris.
Wow. I mean, it's 67. I don't know.
Did you give a foxy chick the name Chris?
Fair.
Anyways.
Speaking of foxy chicks, though, when he goes to that club, I don't know if you noticed this, but in like the back right or left side, there's a girl in a bikini dancing.
Absolutely.
And my caption was just LOL. Because it is not good dancing.
No, but it's great, though. I love painted body.
But she's just like, she's just like gyrating, but in not a good way.
That's all you need.
There's too much.
Paint it up, some flashing lights, a girl in a cage. Off on the side of the stage. Come on.
The sister's lack of shock to see Walker also alarmed me. That like, do these people not care when a man just appears in their homes? Like, what's going on here?
When Chris is sleeping and when he first comes across her, and she just wakes up
She's like,
but
I thought you were dead.
She'd also taken pills though, because he looks at the pills beside her bed and goes and chucks them away.
True.
And she's waking out of a chemically induced sleep.
But still, to a guy when was the last time you saw Walker? You thought he was dead. Those sisters are a little fucked up. The lack of shock in both of them. It's a little concerning. It's almost like they knew what was coming because they read the script. The Organization. Great title. Great title.
Right?
It's so ominous.
Carter, the head of the guy that gets sniped when...
Oh, yeah. I had a note about that.
What a killer office he had. With that green leather couch with the little...
The corner office.
Oh, my goodness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, The Organization. Great title for a bad guy company. And then also, The Multiplex Company. What are we doing? That's incredible. Just, you have no clue what they do.
Nope.
And
it's like Reliable Continental Co.
It's very similar. Almost, if you know, you know. That's the... but like thinking back to the Organization, when he's on the boat, like the second scene.
In the early bits when he's got...
with the guy who's...
Fairfax, who doesn't know he's Fairfax?
Yeah. When he says, well, you want, what's his name, Mal?
Yeah,
you want
Reese.
Mal.
Mal
you
Reese.
want Reese. I want the organization. I was assuming it was like he wants this drug enterprise, like the organization that he works for. I didn't realize until further in the movie that no, they're called the organization. And then, turns out that it's him. But the organization and the multiplex company, well, I thought those were just great titles. And also, so when he goes to find Reese in this building that's impenetrable, that becomes very penetrable.
With that really cool outdoor elevator?
Where's that note? I did put that. Exterior elevator. Fancy.
Actually, I looked up that
building.
I've looked up that building, and it still exists, and it does still have that exterior
I thought that
elevator.
was sick.
That's
the
pretty
exterior
cool.
elevator with glass on the outside.
It's pretty fun.
Can never do that here in sunny downtown.
No.
We don't have tall enough buildings. When he goes to that building and he's like using the binocular the other way.
The scenic binocular thing?
Which also, there was nothing to see there. It's just ocean. It's not even like there was pier or...
No,
it's just ocean.
Really see. Maybe looking at ships.
How many ships were going by in 1967? Not as much.
Well, San Francisco is a pretty big port town.
You know what? But that was not the bay. That is just the ocean.
He was not there then. All right. Anyway.
That building with like all the security and
all the
you can get in, but you'll never get out. They're just hanging by the door.
Yeah, he did get in pretty easily.
And then he just like walks through the garage.
Well, distraction. Smoke bomb.
Smoke bomb. And then this is also the look like you belong. No one questions it. Because it's like you walk into a store with a ladder and a clipboard. No one's going to stop you.
Right?
You wear a yellow vest on any construction site. You can go anywhere you want.
Throw in a lab coat. You're walking into nunuclear research facilities.
Well, they're everywhere, and it's so cheap.
Yeah,
doors are open.
Abundant.
Him falling off the roof. That was probably, if you didn't know what year that movie was made, that's when you determined what year that movie was made.
Yeah, but you gotta, again, that's part of the charm.
Sure, but I've always thought watching movies that were like the really good like CGI and stuff.
Okay.
Obviously 1967.
Also CGI.
Sure.
Carry on.
Let's just throw people off buildings. It's a better image. But better graphics and all that. Before that, it's like there's no way you could have watched that movie in theaters in 1967 and said, "Oh my God, that was so realistic." It's like I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It's a storytelling.
Sure. I don't know.
You're approaching a movie from a different angle than I do.
I guess so.
Because technology.
Have you seen the movie Air Force One?
No.
Well, just Google the end scene and watch the plane crash. And it's that nobody could have thought that movie was made well. Because the rest of it was good, but the animation.
See, I don't notice that kind of stuff because
How do you not notice it? He fell for an eighth of a second like a leaf.
But as part of the story, he fell off the roof, and that's.
But I don't know. I don't
look at that kind of stuff when I watch movies because I watch movies back to the 1930s, and I think that some.
They had better stuff than that.
Anyways,
because they just did it. Well, they would just thrown a guy off the roof in the 30s.
All right,
they're expendable. Anyways, that's a different tangent. Good sniper.
That was James B. Sicking, the one that I mentioned.
See, I couldn't remember who you mentioned.
And he was also in the very end scene.
Yes, he was. Good sniper.
Have you heard of there was a TV show in the 1980s called Hill Street Blues?
I have.
He was in that show. He was the head of the SWAT team.
He was in that show. Okay.
It was like one of the first kind of TV shows that was like on the grittier side of cop shows coming out of the 70s. It kind of made added a little more realism, or a little more. By realism, I mean they showed more of the characters' lives instead of
not just
the
like,
procedural stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, he was in that show.
He was an excellent sniper. To like one shot a guy in the heart from that distance, then a guy walking up a hill.
I love that scene though when he pushes Carter out instead of him. And Carter's like, no, you go get it. It's like, no, you go get it. Because he knew that.
Yeah, well, he said it's a setup. And then there's just paper.
And the money was just paper.
Paper. That other guy, I didn't like him too much.
When he took the car out?
I thought that was great. And I immediately thought when he put his seatbelt on, I'm like, oh, this guy's going to crash because he doesn't have his seatbelt on. I thought he could have crashed harder.
Also, the fact that it was 1967, so you're suspicious of someone putting a seatbelt on because they were new in cars.
Right.
Or the guy's like, wow, you don't need that.
He's like, what?
No,
the closest accidents happen 3 miles from home. Or the most accidents, not closest. Obviously, they're close.
So what else you got?
The Pond's cold cream commercial, hilarious. Oh. There's one little quip in there. I didn't write it down, but I think she says she's talking about her what she does daily,
Yes.
and it was just I cream twice a day, and it keeps my skin clean.
There you go.
I giggled because I'm immature. The built-in blender and a portable blender. Like, how rich was that guy?
That was quite the pad.
That was quite the pad with like the producer room for the
man.
music.
What a pad.
Fancy house. I did write that, but I thought having 2 blenders was wild.
When Brewster shows up and he's bitching about the pool being too cold.
And Brewster, I thought, you never told me that Brewster was Archie Bunker.
I did tell you that.
Did you?
I said Carol O'Connor's in. You said that name means nothing to me. I said, well, you'd probably know him from All in the Family.
Okay. See, I wrote Archie Bunker, ! Because I thought that was the other guy you said.
You know what's amazing about Carol O'Connor in that movie? He was like 35 years old when they filmed that.
Yikes.
And he looked like 50.
He looked like he was 70. I also wrote...
And he was awesome in it.
He was great until the gunshot. Then he's just a scared little child.
Yes.
Which is funny.
But that's perfect for the organization.
Oh, big time.
Because they're businessmen.
And it's like, no, I run it. Well, this guy runs it too. No, but it's me.
Yeah.
But that happened every time. And then this, guys die. The speakerphone tool. That was fun.
Yes.
Just like put it into a bowl. And then the twist ending. For me, at least, because I didn't pick up.
What did you see as a twist?
That Fairfax was that guy.
Oh,
I
yes.
thought that guy was just a cop.
And that guy, all along, he was the guy that was the head of the organization.
He was the head of the organization trying to get rid of the other 2 guys. And did.
Yes.
So that was my twist ending. And then him just like not going to get the money, just letting it all leave. I'm like, well, okay, this kind of seemed pointless at the end. Cause clearly he figured it out.
But it doesn't. And when you're done, I'll give you a...
Yeah, is it the thing with the last zoom out camera angle? Does that have anything to do with this?
Well...
Because that was like, wait, I thought we were on Alcatraz, but that's Alcatraz. What is happening?
No, they were on
that
Alcatraz.
just-
No, they were on
Well,
Alcatraz.
what island were they looking at? Wasn't that Alcatraz?
That was just a fade. That
had nothing to do with the story. Okay.
No.
That freaked me out.
No, that was just the closing shot. Just
Okay. I thought that... Why did they realize there was 2 islands?
No.
Because there was also a prison. But if that doesn't mean anything, that doesn't mean anything.
No. That's...
So what twist ending was I supposed to realize?
Well, first of all, I just wanted to point out that Mal and Lynn, Walker's wife, and Carter, they're all Canadian actors.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's fun.
And that was...
They all die.
So John Vernon also played a mayor in the first Dirty Harry movie.
Cool.
That's the guy from Saskatchewan, which I pointed out a couple
Yes. I do recall that.
But yeah, Sharon Acker, who played Lynn from Toronto, and Lloyd Bachner, who played Carter. And he was in a lot of... Actually, both of them were in a lot of 70s TV shows like Cannon and Streets of San Francisco. And
Sure.
They never really did a lot of movie stuff.
Yeah.
They did lots of TV roles. But John Vernon was in some movies. But here's the twist. Okay, you talked about how some stuff weren't believable and this is weird and things didn't make sense, like with the tub being there all of a sudden.
Well, yeah, like the whole house thing, and then he kept going back to the house thing. And
You know why?
because he was dead the whole time.
He was dead the whole time, and the whole thing was a bizarre, psychotic dream of a guy dying in a cell.
He was dead the whole time.
And so finally, he didn't go get the money. You know why?
he was already dead.
And Fairfax was the devil. He had him doing his bidding throughout this nightmarish, psychotic dream. And shit didn't make sense, like in the club and the fight in the back.
That fight in the back.
It was all bizarre because it was all his...
It was also weird that like that guy, it was like a wooden shelf, and that was the heaviest shelf ever created.
Yes. Walker was dead the whole time.
So that first note of just kill him, he did.
He did. And this was all... That's why the Alcatraz swim, all the stuff didn't make sense. Because it was a bizarre... That's why the room was all gray and everything was weird. And Walker finally didn't grab the money because that was him basically finally saying no to the devil, and he beat the devil. There's that Chris Christopherson song, "To Beat the Devil."
Yeah.
That was Walker beating the devil at the end because he didn't. And when he says, "We want you to join us, Walker," I've been looking for a guy like you.
Yeah.
That's not for the organization. That was
for that. Oh.
See, it's a very freaking.
That makes a lot more sense now.
I didn't pick up on that the first couple times I watched it, but I kept at her years ago, and it was like, wait a minute, I don't think. And then I started looking for clues.
I mean, it makes sense,
right?
Because
so much
doesn't make sense in that movie.
But it's also just so stylish and cool. And Lee Marvin is the perfect stoic guy. Like, you don't get stoic like Lee Marvin in everybody. Like, he's so
No,
bad.
I will give you that. Huh.
I think you should maybe go back and watch it again, maybe.
I might have to now.
Well, you've got it for another, 36 hours.
Oh, I guess, yeah, it was a 40 hours from start.
Right?
Forgot I rented it.
Watch again and watch it from that angle, knowing that Walker's dead the whole time.
That makes sense, because, like, yeah, it could.
Because stuff doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
And, like, people appear and disappear when he's at Chris's apartment. There's, like, the broken mirror and all. Like, just shit just kind of comes and goes. And you know why? Because it's...
Also did love how he tied up the two men.
The guys at the...
The first guys, he got them to tie him up. But then how he tied up the security on the roof with just, like, TV cable and put them over top of... yeah, that was funny.
So, yeah, it's a very cool movie.
Huh.
And I did say that it leaves a lot more questions than it answers. It does. It's on a different level than you initially see.
I do believe that's correct.
Anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. You ready for your movie?
Oh, yes. You're assigning me a movie
I am
now.
assigning you a movie.
Okay, what are you assigning me?
It's the last one of the season.
Last one of the season.
I believe so. I was torn because I had a few options.
Okay.
All vastly different movies. None like Pitch Perfect. That was kind of a one-off.
I welcome anything. I'm.
If
you know anything about me, I'm open to everything.
That's what I know about you. So I did get some assistance with narrowing this down.
Again.
It was because I want you to watch them all, but I can't. So thank you to the assistance I received. You're watching Meet the Parents. Do you know anything about that movie now that
Ben Stiller is in that movie?
Correct. And
Robert De Niro.
De Niro.
I do know of that movie.
Have you seen that movie?
I have not seen that movie.
Perfect.
But I'm aware of it.
It's on Prime.
It's like a 90s movie or 2000s movie?
Yeah, it's like late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay.
One of those. I think the first one would have been maybe like 2000, and then there's, I think, 4 of them now.
See, I am a big fan of Robert De Niro.
See, I figured you would be. I have
Mean
nipples,
Streets,
Greg.
Taxi Driver, all that stuff.
Watching this movie, I think there'll be a few things that are common in pop culture.
Okay.
That
all right.
spawned from this film. I think you'll enjoy it.
I don't hate that idea. I'll watch that.
Because it's also just an incredible movie. And I do believe it is on Prime when I looked it up.
Well, very good then.
Prime or Prime adjacent.
So Point Blank.
So
your takeaway?
Point Blank, takeaway. Overall, not bad. Weird. That was what I wrote here on my
Meant to be weird.
Weird
Actually,
on purpose.
that house at the end, like the organization's house, where
super nice house.
Yeah.
Also weird.
That house exists, and it is a rental. And when the Beatles first came on their first American tour,
they stayed there.
They stayed at that house when they were in LA.
Did they know
they rented that house?
Did they know it was used to film the movie Point Blank?
That movie was filmed about 3 years after they stayed there.
Right. I forgot. Beatles old.
So, anyways, that's interesting.
Yeah. Overall, not bad. I might have to rewatch it.
See, that's an interesting twist, though, right?
Definitely.
Because stuff that you thought doesn't make sense
doesn't make sense on
didn't
purpose.
make sense on purpose.
Doesn't make sense on purpose.
And Fairfax as the devil, that makes nothing but sense.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah.
Fun.
Okay. Well, let's move on because we're kind of running
I think
along
you
here.
I think you got to kick something.
Yeah, why don't you read a sponsorship liner here, and then we'll get into Kick Rocks, then we'll wind her up.
Looking to elevate your dining experience while remaining below ground?
Oh, I crave that.
Welcome to the Fondue Pit, the only revolving fondue restaurant in the city and the only revolving restaurant in the world located entirely in a basement.
Love it.
Take in the atmosphere as you rotate through an evening of melted possibilities. At a speed that's ambitious, possibly more ambitious than expected, but that's part of the experience.
Love that.
Under new management, the Fondue Pit now features fresh oil daily, bridging a renewed sense of confidence to every dip. And for those who enjoy a more classic dining experience, they're proud to offer and continue to offer a smoking section.
That's hard to find these days.
Especially in a revolving restaurant.
In the basement.
In the basement with no windows. The Fondue Pit. You'll come around to it, whether you want to or not.
Hey-o!
We got to go there.
Good people Fondue Pit.
We should do a show from there.
All right, well, let's get into 3 things that can kick rocks.
Kicking time!
This week, I've got beards without mustaches.
That feels like a shot at some people we specifically know.
Fleetwood Mac.
What?
And it's low-hanging fruit.
Oh my
Everyone
god.
hates them.
Oh my god.
And-
I gotta go.
And number 3, social media life hacks. Come on. Come on.
No. You mean a life hack about using social media?
No.
Or a life hack on social
On
media?
social media.
Like that guy who does the things.
Like, I only learned this today, or I learned this from a chef in India.
Sorry, not all of us have been learning things for 80 years like YouTube.
And it's just garbage. And it's just 72 steps to ruin something and go,
You are watching
doing?
the wrong life hacks.
I don't know.
I
I need to up my social media.
You do,
presence,
because
apparently.
there's one guy there specifically. You would think differently about this if you watched his shit, because you will learn some shit from him. I guarantee it.
I don't need life hacks. I've got.
You know what I'm talking about, though?
No.
Yeah, you do.
No.
Yeah, he was on that show with the guys.
I don't think I've seen the show with the guys.
He made the thing you drink.
The beverage?
Yeah, he made one of those, and he was on a show with the guys
I
that
have
we
no
know.
idea what you're talking about.
You know.
No.
Oh, I'm going to make you know.
Anyway, social media life hacks can kick rocks.
I think this was my least favorite Kicks Rocks of all time. You ran through those first two. You didn't even get a chance to rebuttal them. How do you not like Fleetwood Mac?
How do you like Fleetwood Mac?
Because they're awesome.
Because they're terrible?
God.
God.
So 11 episodes. That's how far we got.
Wow. Anyways,
Huh.
I stand by my words. They're a scourge on society.
You're sitting.
So how do you think the show went today, Uke?
I think it was incredible. This is exactly what we needed. There was too much agreement, I think.
Oh, my goodness.
I had a great time.
Oh, it's good. Went a little longer than usual, but that's all right.
Hey, sometimes that happens. I thought I had a good time. Edgar stayed quiet, which was good.
Well, he did go out for some smokes,
Well, yeah, but they didn't hear him.
so that's good.
How'd you think the show went?
Well, I don't know. It went good. I really enjoyed discussing the movie with you because it's a very cool movie.
That was a fun discussion because I've learned some things.
And, yeah, overall, good time. That was episode 11.
Episode 11 in the can.
We're heading into episode 12. That's exciting. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Do them all.
And share this with your friends, please, and your enemies.
Specifically your enemies.
People you don't like,
Hate views are still views, folks.
check this out. They're terrible. Watch it. And
Yeah.
subscribe. And
Get that subscriber count up. We've been moving lately. We've
Um,
been moving and grooving.
we have been.
Get it going.
Please also drop us a line at biguke.tubesox@gmail.com. That's for any business inquiries.
And just inquiries.
Inquiries doesn't have to be business inquiries. It can just be drop us a line.
Let us know what's happening. What are you up to?
You want to drop us a viewer mail or a suggestion or anything, just do it there. Or if you want to remain anonymous, go to our Buzzsprout, www.buzzsprout.com. There's a little spot where you can send us an anonymous message where we won't see your email address. So if you're more comfortable with that,
Weird like that.
you can also support us on that. There's a little subscription there if you want to give us a denomination on a monthly subscription. Now, and on that note, some people are doing that, and that's very much appreciated.
Very much
But we have
appreciated.
to acknowledge one of our viewers who wrote a letter a few weeks ago, who signed his letter unsigned.
Unsigned.
It was actually signed unsigned. And he mentioned about, we thought he was joking about if he saw us in public, he would slide us a little
Keep the taxes low.
support for the show in person. And we did run into him, and he did, in fact,
Support the show in person.
generously support the show in person. And thanks to his generous support, after this wraps up, this little recording session,
We're going to have some fun.
Big Uke and I are going out for a snack or a meal or some sort of a
We're
to an
becoming better
establishment,
friends because of Signed
working on
Unsigned.
our journey towards friendship. And this is on courtesy
Unsigned.
of Signed Unsigned.
We appreciate
And the
you.
leftovers from that, we're going to restock the Triple WS beer fridge. So
Thank you very much, Signed Unsigned.
genuinely thank you very much.
From
Signed
the,
Unsigned.
The bottom of our hearts.
Of that, I'll let that go at this time because it is an awfully nice gesture.
Incredibly.
And so that's exciting. And
What a way to end a show.
it was a surprise. It was not expected. And wow.
Not expected, but appreciated all
Thank
the
you so
all
much.
the most. We do appreciate
I
it.
guess the only thing we got left is, what are you listening to on the drive home today? I mean, that'll be after we go out for our...
Yeah, I don't know. Might listen to last week's episode, because it was so much fun. You guys should do the same.
Plus, it'll give us one more listen.
There we go. Listens or listens.
Pad the stats.
If you ain't padding, what are you doing?
All right, myself, I'm going to be listening to... I should be listening to The Dictators because of Ross the Boss passing, but I've been listening to The Dictators all week. So I think I've accepted it now, and I'm going to be listening to one of the coolest bands to ever come out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Fleetwood Mac. Oh,
The Forbidden Dimension. They've been around for about 30 years.
Forbidden Dimension.
They have under 190 monthly listeners on Spotify. Yet I somehow have a 2.5-hour playlist of them.
So you are all of their listeners.
So Forbidden Dimension.
Let's get them over 200 this month.
Let's get them over 200. Come on. They've been at this for 30 years, and they're fantastic. And I will put a link to the playlist in the description of the show. So there you go. I've always liked them. Well, for about 30 years now.
About 30 years?
First heard them about 30 years ago. Went, hey, this is my kind of thing. 30 years later, I'm in an elite group of under 200 people that routinely listen to them. So probably the only one that has a 2-hour playlist of them.
Probably.
Anyways, go back, watch past episodes. Check us out on
Do it.
YouTube, Spotify, Apple
They're fun.
Podcasts, Amazon, iHeart.
Deezer.
Every episode, our listens keep growing, which is nice.
Love to see it, folks.
Bigger
Keep it
chunk
up.
of things. So, all right, well,
That was fun.
you got nothing else?
Episode 11 of What Were We Saying with Big Uke Tubesox.
Play us out, Harold.
See you, folks.
Big Uke and Tubesox were chatting today on what are we saying? Hey, hey, hey! Those two hip cats found something to say. It was a groovy good time. Now